Hi, this is Cezanne, and this is the fourth video in my series, Why the Black Woman Must Heal. And it's all about finding herself, and that's relating to year 4 of my self-help novel, Journey of a Sister. This is my painting in the background, Blue Lotus, which features in year 4. And it's all about the lotus flower being planted in the mud. It has to have the mud in order to blossom and bloom. And we can look at that as the adversity in our life, even ancestrally. A lot of us have suffered trauma, whether it be in our childhood or whether it be through our ancestral lineage, which has affected the way that we are as women today. So we have to look at the past, heal from the past in order to be able to progress and develop not just a good relationship with ourselves, but with our men and with our children, the way we raise our children in the future. So personally, I had to look at my past as the descendant of an enslaved African and how that was still affecting me today. So the mud was the trauma that I had still buried in my DNA, and how that was still affecting me today. So for instance, I had this don't need a man attitude, basically, and it affected how I dealt with the men in my relationships. I would never have known that I still had that trauma in me if I hadn't gone to the mud, if I hadn't gone to the root of the issue, the problem, and now seeking to heal from it. I'm not going to say I'm totally healed, but I am healing from that trauma. And we as Black women, we are looking to build sustainable relationships with our men. We all want to be in a sustainable, happy relationship with our men. But before that can happen, we have to build a sustainable, happy relationship with ourselves. Okay, so we have to know ourselves. We have to find ourselves. Because the problem is, a lot of us are lost. We don't even know who we are. Especially as the original woman, the Black woman, the mother of all nations. We've forgotten who we are. And the job is for us to remember who we are. And that word remember is literally putting ourselves back together again. And that is the process of self-healing. So I would love for you to start that process if you haven't already. It's multidimensional. It's our mind, it's our body, it's our emotions, it's our ancestral lineage that we have to heal from. It's our relationship with ourselves and with our children and with our men. But it starts with ourselves. We have to heal. We have to heal. Black woman, it's down to us to heal ourselves, to know ourselves, and by knowing ourselves, we will love ourselves. And people know when you don't love yourself. Since I've grown my hair natural, you would think that it's just an outward appearance. It's not. People know that for you to be able to wear your hair like this, you know yourself. They know that when you're putting someone else's hair on your head, it's because you don't know who you are as a Black woman. They know that when you're bleaching your skin to make yourself lighter or whiter, it's because you don't know anything about your melanin. They know that when you're continuing that cycle of raising your children with a slave mentality, it's because you don't know who you are. Because slavery is not our history. Slavery interrupted our history. Again, going back to the mud. The mud didn't just stop in slavery. Trust me. We have a long history. We have a great history. And so when I'm saying to you about looking into your past, I'm not just talking about slavery. I'm talking about who we were before our history was interrupted with slavery. Who were we? Do you know who you are? A lot of my work has the king-queen theme. This was not something that I was making up. It was stuff I was channeling. It was buried in my DNA. And it was so strong that I went for a past life reading, and I was told that in my past 8 lives, I was always a king or a queen. And that made sense why so much of my art, my poetry, even my books have that theme running through it. So know who you are, because when you know who you are, it will help to develop a love for yourself. We have a lot of healing to do, Black woman. And I would love for you to join me on this journey of self-healing, self-discovery, and self-empowerment. Because when you know yourself, you will empower yourself. So I would love for you to join me on the Self-Love Retreat. I am taking 6 women each month to the Gambia. I'm keeping the group small because we want them to be intimate. To the Healthy Ways Foundation, which has been set up by a lovely couple that I know, who I greatly admire as a couple who are powerful together. And this is where we want to be as women. We want to be with our men and join together to be powerful, because that is where our power lies, in unity with our male counterpart. So if you would like to join me on the Self-Love Retreat, come to the workshop. I'm running a 1-day taster workshop, so I'll be sharing what we'll be learning on the Self-Love Retreat. If you're not able to join me on the workshop, I'm thinking I will set up a webinar for women who are outside of the UK who would also want to join us in the Gambia. That's where we're going for the Self-Love Retreat. So just go to the website for now, journeyofassister.com, and find out all the information about the Self-Love Retreat. If you are able to make it, book to attend the taster workshop. When you book, you will get the book. When you book, you'll get the book free. And you will also get what you pay for the workshop. You'll get that deducted from the cost of the Self-Love Retreat. It's only £25, but it will be deducted from the cost of the Self-Love Retreat. So, my sisters, heal yourself, know yourself, love yourself. Let's do it together. Bye.